This is President Obama's 100th day in office, and he marks it with a very special meeting, one I'm sure he's very happy about, with a brand new Democratic senator. Chief White House correspondent Chip Reid has the latest on this political bombshell.
Well, Maggie, this really was a stunning development, but Senator Specter says that after 29 years as a Republican in the Senate, it was a painful decision.
Disappointing many of my friends and colleagues.
79-year-old Arlen Specter, a moderate, says the Pennsylvania Republican Party has simply shifted too far to the right.
I have found myself increasingly at odds with the Republican philosophy.
But stunned Republican colleagues say Specter's decision was motivated purely by crass politics.
He'd been informed by his pollster that it would be impossible for him to be reelected in Pennsylvania as a Republican.
In a phone call, President Obama told Specter he's thrilled, and for good reason. Democrats now have 58 votes in the Senate. If Democrat Al Franken wins the marathon recount in Minnesota, which he's now leading, with Specter, that would give the Democrats the magical 60th vote, the number needed to block Republican filibusters and push the Obama agenda through Congress.
Now, Democrats have been trying to convince Specter to switch parties for about 5 years, but it took fear of losing an election to finally get him to do it. And Maggie, as you mentioned, Specter is arriving here shortly at the White House, and he and the president and vice president will all be addressing the media.
CBS's Chip Reid at the White House. Thank you, Chip. Joining us now from Washington is a longtime friend of the president who now serves as his senior advisor, Valerie Jarrett. Good morning, Ms. Jarrett.
Good morning. How are you?
Good, thank you. Senator Arlen Specter acknowledged that his move to the Democratic Party was driven by a desire to win another term. Do you think it's okay for lawmakers to abandon their parties for self-preservation? And what does that say to the people who voted for them?
Well, what I say is that Arlen Specter is a man of great character and integrity, and what he has been most committed to are the people of Pennsylvania. He's always been a bit of an independent. He has his own mind, and he doesn't focus really on his party affiliation as much as he does on the people of Pennsylvania. I think he thinks that the people of Pennsylvania have moved more aligned with the Democratic Party, and he wants to lead them in that effort.
This move has been called game-changing because the president will now likely not have to worry about filibusters in the Senate. If he essentially now has a green light on initiatives like national health care and energy without having to worry about Republican objections, which do you think he is most likely to move on first?
Well, he's made it clear that his first priority is health care. We have to reduce the costs, we have to make it more affordable, we have to make it available to our Americans across our country. So that's his first priority. But it's all a part of getting the economy moving again. He passed a sweeping recovery bill a few weeks into office, which is going to pump literally nearly $800 billion into our economy, create millions of jobs for the American people. But we also have to have a longer-term strategy focusing on health care, focusing on energy, reducing our dependence on foreign oil, and also building a stronger education system for our children.
So if Arlen Specter is a Democrat in the Senate and we see Al Franken in there as well, are you saying that the president will move immediately on national health care?
He's made it clear all along that he intends to move on health care regardless of the composition of the Senate or the House. I think that it's important to know that we want a bipartisan effort. We're going to work with everybody regardless of party affiliation because this is about the American people. It's about providing health care to the American people. That's not about being a Democrat or a Republican.
Valerie Jarrett, thank you for your time.